What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another second channel video. The air conditioner's running. It is hot as hell down here, and I am not turning it off for the sake of audio. So this is my low effort channel anyway, so who cares? But it's been a while since I've done one of these sit down show off kind of videos. So we're doing a kind of updated edition to my Star Trek collection. I've got everything right here. I'm also testing out this new little format, set, whatever. This is my recliner. I have some main channel videos that I'm cooking up that I would like to use this as a little set piece for, so we're kind of testing out that angle. But yeah, let's get going, I guess. Start with the easy stuff first. TV. I have the original series, complete series on DVD. I did a car review about this when I bought it. Deep Space Nine, the complete series on DVD. I got this for Christmas, this most recent Christmas. Then I have this Best of the Next Generation DVD. And this is all the Star Trek Next Generation that I have on DVD right now. I intend to buy the complete series box set eventually, but we'll get there when we get there. But I do also have some episodes on VHS, which is basically going to be most of this video. I have, this is really cool, the Star Trek 25th Anniversary Special. Then I've got episodes from the original series. We have Mudd's Women. A pamphlet just fell out of this. The Star Trek Savings Book. Very nice, very nice. Then we have The Man Trap, The Naked Time, Balance of Terror, Court Martial, The Squire of Gothos, or Gothos, or any other pronunciation. The City on the Edge of Forever, one of my favorite, absolute favorite episodes. And Patterns of Force. Then some Next Generation episodes. We have... Oh, these are backwards. Oops. But we've got Encounter at Farpoint, both this, I guess, standard edition, and this Star Trek 30th Anniversary version, Where No One Has Gone Before, Too Short a Season, The Big Goodbye, Binary, put on screen what that says, I don't know, and When the Bow Breaks. And that is my Star Trek TV. And now for the meat and potatoes, the movies. These ones I am pretty sure I did in all the correct order, so, except for these, let's just put these there now. Let's go. For the motion picture, I have this 1983 VHS copy of the special longer version. Is the lighting a little bit better on this side? I don't even know. Then I have the 1987 Special Collector's Series VHS, this 1989 reissue, and the 1990-91 version. I'm pretty sure that the box set that this came in originally with this package design was 1990, but this is copyright 1991, so I guess they just reissued them when The Undiscovered Country came out, which makes sense, fair. I would have done the same, probably. For the Wrath of Khan, this is our first new edition for the movies. I have an original 1982 VHS version, and it's got all the blue Paramount text and whatnot. Very, very awesome. Then I've got the 1987 Special Collector's Series version. The 1989 reissue. I showed off all the differences between these a lot better in my last various versions of the Star Trek movies video that I did. I'll put that in the card up here. Then the 1991 VHS version from the box set. For the Search of Spock, I did that last time too. It's the Search for Spock. It's because I was just saying Wrath of Khan so much. I also have the original 1984 version of the VHS. I think this is came out in 84, because the movie, yeah, 84 or 85. But the original VHS version, anyway. Again, we can see the blue Paramount lettering on there. Not as special, because as we'll see, my 1989 reissue also has the blue Paramount lettering, but it's still some difference. The Special Collector's Series, the aforementioned 1989 version, you can see things are a little bit different. Just mostly in the placement of things, but also this one just says Paramount Home Video down there, whereas this is just the Paramount logo. So, I guess between then and then, they changed up the way they did that. Okay, yeah, this is 1985. I don't know if you can see, but it says copyright 1984, 1985 on there. Again, I think I went into a little bit more detail on my last various versions of the Star Trek movies video that I did. Then we've got the 1991 version, and I believe this is a new edition since the last time I did this, the widescreen VHS. Moving on to this pile, I think I've only got 3 copies of The Voyage Home. The original 1987 copy version. The regular 1991 version, I cannot for the life of me get the reflection of my phone out of these things. And the 1991 widescreen version. Same goes for the Final Frontier. This is also a new edition from last time. I got my hands on an original 1989 copy of this movie. Very neat. And the 1991 standard version and the 1991 widescreen version. Then, for the Undiscovered Country, we just have the 1991 VHS and the widescreen version. I do think it's a little bit interesting. You can see on here the special home video version is on this packaging, where it says widescreen edition on this one. So they had to squeeze special home video version up there, and I think it looks a little bit, it looks crowded up there. I just think that's kind of funny, kind of interesting. Nothing new with the Next Generation tapes, movies. We just have this regular and glossier version of Generations, cardless, and I don't know, what would you say, card full? I don't fucking know. This holographic card on First Contact. Then I've just got Insurrection and Nemesis. I have been led to believe that this is the only version of Insurrection. There's no not glossy version, which is a little bit of a bummer. That would have been cool to have variants of this as well, but you know, oh well. And that's all of my VHS tapes. Now we just gotta take a look at the DVDs, which I do have a few new ones. I mentioned in my last various versions of the Star Trek movies video, I wonder how many times I'm going to say that in this video, that I had the opportunity to get the standard edition DVDs, but I did not at the time. So, this past weekend, 4th of July weekend, Entertainment did a big sale as they usually do for the holidays, so I finally splurged, and they didn't have all of them this time around, but they did have these ones, and I'm very glad to finally have some of these, because the difference in shelf space is already noticeable, even if it's just 6 DVDs, but it's very, very helpful. So we have the standard DVD releases. These are between, I want to say, like 1998 and 2000, whenever Nemesis got put on DVD. It's a little bit weird, because I think the first one to get this DVD treatment was Star Trek VI, because that's copyright 1998. My copy of The Wrath of Khan here is copyright 2000. So it's kind of interesting to see that they put them out of order. This is 1999, The Final Frontier. Here's the aforementioned Undiscovered Country. And I learned something when buying this. If you'll recall back to the video, the car review that I did when I bought all of these special edition DVDs, the insert for Star Trek VI was this one. This is just the regular DVD insert. So whoever donated Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country Special Collector's Edition, decided to put the regular standard DVD insert in it, which I had kind of inferred because it was different than all the rest of them, but it's just kind of nice to have that solid confirmation now. Then we've also got First Contact, Insurrection, and Nemesis. You're guaranteed to find at least like 5 copies of this in any used DVD store you go into, because I haven't seen this movie yet, but you know, you hear that it sucks ass. So it's also interesting. I like tracking stuff like this with my VHS tapes, and I can actually track something similar with my VHS tapes. I just said that. I meant my movies. You can see Star Trek Insurrection, the Paramount widescreen collection bar is on the bottom there, but for Nemesis, it's on the top. So somewhere between 1999 and 2003, or like 2001 really to 2003 or 2000 or whatever, they went from putting it on the bottom to the top. And I think it's just nice to be able to like track stuff like that. Similarly, let's use Star Trek First Contact as an example, actually. This was put on tape in 1997. You can see here that the top label is put on in such a way that it is backwards compared to the cover art. It's like, here's the cover art, backwards label, right? Sometime between 1997, when they put First Contact on VHS, and 1999, when they put Insurrection on VHS, they decided to flip it. So you see, it's like oriented correctly now. You can read it. You can read it. I think that's very interesting to be able to track little bits of history like that with my used media. And then I'll just lightning round these, because we showed these off in depth in multiple videos now. The Special Collectors Series versions of the movies, the original Collector's Edition DVDs, Motion Picture, Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, Voyage Home, The Final Frontier, The Undiscovered Country, Generations, First Contact, Insurrection, I'm kind of piling up here, and Nemesis. And that does it for the classic movies here. I'm just going to pile these all up and throw them on this bin here that I have off to the side to put all this shit on. It does it for the classic movies, but I still have 4 more things to show off. 5, actually. Hold on. More than that, actually. I am so forgetful. I am so incredibly forgetful. I'll just show these off now real quick, while we're still in the segue between classic. I have some novelizations that I've gotten of the motion picture, The Wrath of Khan, and The Final Frontier, which is very neat. Then I also have this book, Federation. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, for the J.J. Abrams movies, I just have these standard DVD editions, Star Trek, Into Darkness, and Beyond. Then I have the Star Trek 2009 2-disc special edition DVD. I know that there is a 3-disc special edition Blu-ray, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the 3rd disc is just a DVD copy, so I'm not, like, itching for that. And then this is something that I got recently that's very cool. This is it's pretty battered and bruised, but it's still neat to have, Star Trek Beyond Blu-ray gift set. That includes some little models of some of the ships. And I have opened it up, because it's battered and bruised. Nobody's going to be buying this. And it does come with the Blu-ray inside, obviously, with its slip case, slip cover. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, that is all of my Star Trek physical media. So, as always, thank you so much for watching if you did, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.